Here we are at the Hard Rock Enduro. I just finished. This race definitely lived up to its name. So we did B division. We rode 5 loops of the course, and then there were 2 tests inside that loop. There was a everybody section and then an AB only test for the second half of it. And it was legit even on the ABC sections, and then the AB sections were good too. And the best way to describe this race was just relentless rocks, relentless rocks, just never let up, never stopped. In the first loop, I ran into some issues. The locking nut on my rear brake adjustment must have come off. I must not have tightened it down when I was making adjustments a little while ago. And so, yeah, that major sucks, but lack of paying attention to details really bites you later. But I ended up, the position screw would creep up every time I'd step on the back brake, and eventually it would creep into a position where I'd be at full lock on the rear brake. So I had to pull over and get it loose, and then I tried to ride the AB section without using the rear brake, because every time I pushed it, the brake would that screw would come back out and go closer to the engaged position. So it was real tough. Got back into the pits, had to fix that. Went back out for lap 2. Lap 2 was tough. I mean, it's just pounding. It's relentless. In lap 2, I broke my clutch lever, and that really kind of sucked. Didn't have a whole lot of lever left to grab onto, but just relentless pounding rocks. Got to the end of that, hit some protein, some Powerade, and went back out. And then in test 3, it's somewhere in there to high speed, I hit a rock on my foot peg really hard. Just lifted my foot just in time and just totally broke the foot peg right off. Just major bummer, considering I just put those new foot pegs on there like less than 2 hours of riding ago. So I thought my race was done when I finally finished that section, just riding on the nub, but I was able to find a foot peg from the guys out here next to us. So I was able to throw that on and get out there and finish the ride. And then tests 4 and 5 was just a matter of sucking it up and getting through. So I don't know how well I'll finish. It kind of feels like it's a game of a war of attrition. Whether you finish or not may play more role in how you finish overall. All right, we'll see the results on the road. So the results are now finalized. I ended up finishing 4th, which, to be honest, I'm pretty satisfied with, all things considered. The mechanical issues that I had early on in the race, they set me back, but I was able to, work my way through them. But more than anything else, I kind of just lost focus after that happened. So to finish 4th, I'm okay with that. But I got to give a big shout out to my mom from that race, coming in every pit and just yelling out for tools and things, and had my nurse assistant while I was doing surgery on the bike. So glad we were able to finish. Not the result I was hoping for, but all things considered, I can live with that.